Welcome to Pennsbury High School, as we've got the Pennsbury Falcons and the Quakertown Panthers in PIAA District One second round high school baseball action on the WBCB Sports Network. We're already through a half inning, and the score is 1-0. The Panthers striking with Caden Falcon giving up a bunch of walks in the top half of the inning. And now the Falcons get to work. Junior James Schaefer at the plate. He's dug in against Matt Marsden, and the righty delivers just off the plate for ball one. Today's game on WBCB is the McCaffrey's Game of the Day. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day, thanks to Team Toyota, the Trenton Thunder, BAI Security, Jammer Doors, and the Pennsbury Parents Baseball Club. That one's down low to Schaefer, and so a 2-0 count. Pennsbury coming in with the 7 seed, so they have earned a first-round bye, avoiding play on Monday, and earning a home game here at Vic Napolitano Field. Marsden again winds and fires, and that's in there for a called strike right down the middle to Schaefer that time. Meanwhile, for the Quakertown team, they got past last year's district champs, Owen J. Roberts, earning their spot here in this district playoff game on a couple of hops. Qualteria has it in his throw over in time to get James Schaefer. And one away in the bottom of the first. And now up to bat, shortstop Ryan Zuckerman. Ryan, one of 5 seniors in this Pennsbury Falcon lineup. He's got fellow senior Joe Tiroli in the on-deck circle. Marsden winds, fires, and misses up high. Ben Goldstein joining us on the microphone. We also have Makai Gundy behind the camera helping us with the call of the game. Zuckerman and Tiroli, Ben, they both got that first team all-league selection, which is pretty cool.
Yes, many Pennsbury Falcons getting their all-team selection. Zuckerman and Tiroli getting the all-first team. So did Pennsbury's starting pitcher today. Caden Falcon got it too. So a lot of big names in this Pennsbury roster getting big awards.
Yeah, and we got the Zuckerman and Tiroli, Caden Falcon first-teamers on the all-SOL team, and some second-teamers, some honorable mention as Zuckerman goes fishing for that one. A good breaking ball by Marsden. Talking to his pitching coach today, they said, he really has to be on, and he's got kind of a splitter. Looked like that was the split to Zuckerman, and that one hits him in the shoulder. Ryan Zuckerman is hit by the pitch and heads to first. He's a one-out base runner for Joe Tiroli. Well, it looked like that one just kind of ran inside on Marsden. He was trying to work the inside part of the plate, but clipped the batter.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a running fastball inside that just clipped the batter.
And Zuckerman, as good as he has been, the 1-2 combination of Zuckerman and Tiroli have been awesome. And Tiroli going deep at Arm & Hammer Park, that was legendary stuff. And then in the last game against Council Rock North, he tied the game up in the 7th. It was 4-4, sent us to extra innings, but Indians getting the better of the Falcons in that contest. But that Tiroli home run was
electric.
Awesome. Pitch down low from Marsden.
Yeah, his home run the other day hooked right around the foul pole, 331 feet out in left field, tying the game. He was hopping around the bases. It was electric.
Falcons coming in with 16 wins and 4 losses, SOL champions in the division. And a swing and a miss at the plate. The ball gets away from the catcher, and moving up a bag is Zuckerman. Oh, they do call that a foul ball, so Zuckerman's got to head back to first. I didn't think there was any contact made, but
I didn't hear it or see any. Interesting.
But a 2-1 count to Joe Tiroli. So Pennsbury 16-4. Quakertown, the Panthers, 10 wins against 11 losses. They got in as the 23rd seed. And the pitch comes into Tiroli. It's outside. So they just got in second to last team in the bracket. But a big win over Owen J. Roberts, getting them here into the second round. Hitters count to Tiroli. The 3-1. Sharply hit ground ball foul down the third baseline.
And going back to the top of the first inning, which we unfortunately were not able to broadcast, Quakertown Falcons struggled a little bit. He had 29 pitches, walked 4 batters, the three first batters he walked in a run. He threw 20 balls, 9 strikes. He struck out 2 in the inning.
Payoff pitch wide to Tiroli. He walks. So Joe Tiroli at first, Zuckerman at second, and designated hitter Jordan Zerniak up to bat. And Zerniak was a second-team all-league selection. And the DH ready to go from the left side. And this may be a good matchup for them. You know, you got that righty-lefty kind of thing. As that's low and inside to Zerniak.
Whew, how we doing today, Chris?
Doing great. Gus, great to have you with us, and nice job getting everything going. Little rocky road to get us on the air.
Oh, yeah, we had those winter potholes that we get in the PA roads here for me.
Some gremlins popped up. Here comes the 1-0, and a balk is called.
I don't think he got set.
So Zuckerman to third, Tiroli to second, and that could be costly. So you see, you don't think he came all the way set there, Gus?
I don't believe if what I believe to be correct, why they're calling the balk. It looks like he didn't get fully set and wait a second before delivering the pitch. Obviously, if you don't get set for that 1 second,
you're almost kind of trying to quick pitch somebody.
Exactly.
Trying to fool the batter, and that's always something that can result in a balk.
And I feel like we've seen a lot of balks this year, like abnormally a lot, I feel like. We always see a couple, I feel like, but this year I feel like I can count at least 5 or 6 that I've seen.
Well, here it's in the early going, but bottom of the first, that could be a costly balk as it puts 2 runners in scoring position for the Falcons. Zerniak takes, and that catches the inside corner, a 1-1 count to the junior. Falcons, last time we were here at Pennsbury High School, again, that back and forth game against Council Rock North, extra innings. And then the Falcons continued to stay warm, stay active with a scrimmage over the weekend, and they did a really good job there. Ben was telling us that Joe Tiroli even got on the mound for a portion of that game, which is not his typical role at all.
No, but he had a big role in that Council Rock North game.
The 2-1 foul ball straight back, and Zerniak battling at the plate, 2-2 count.
Obviously, Pennsbury coming into that bottom of the 7th, losing by 1. Joe Tiroli coming up to the bat and making that big game-tying home run to send that game to extras.
Yeah, that was our DiLorenzo's dinger, and maybe the best dinger of the whole season, 2-2, and Zerniak is struck out. Big cut, looked like he was going for a fastball a little bit up in the zone, couldn't catch up with it. So with 2 down, 2 on, it's senior right fielder LJ Nelson. The other thing we were talking about, Gus and Mackay, is that Pennsbury made some subtle changes to their lineup. Typically throughout the season, we had LJ in the cleanup spot, and now they move him down to the 5 spot, and he lays down one of his beautiful bunts. The pitcher off the mound, and Marsden throws in time to get Nelson. They try to squeeze one home, but the Quakertown defense is too good that time. A 1-3 putout, and it's still a 1-0 game in PIAA District One second round action for the Pennsbury Falcons in the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits. They do leave 2 runners on base. And we go to the second inning here in the McCaffrey's game of the day. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road.
Jammer Doors and Windows is a 4th-generation family-owned and operated business since 1920 with showrooms in Lawrenceville and Yardley. Jammer provides sales, service, and installation of garage doors and openers featuring Rainer garage doors, both steel and aluminum. Rainer garage doors are crafted for durability. Jammer also has entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows, and they do their own work and installation using no Sue contactors. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1, Lawrenceville. Yardley Showroom open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. Jammer Doors and Windows, 101 years of quality and commitment, and A-plus better business.
All right, thank you, Ben. Our umpires for today, behind home plate is Glenn Nicodin. At first base, Eddie Dunn. And at third base today is Lance Carlin. Our blue crew for today's second round playoff action. And for Quakertown, it's going to be catcher Gunnar Ron. Got a bit of a late start, so let's just look at the lineup real quickly. For the Panthers, it's Danny Qualteria, who's in the leadoff spot. Then Cole Reichs batting second, Cooper Natazin batting third. You got Pellegrini in the cleanup spot, Matt Marsden batting fifth, Caleb Everett batting sixth today, and Tanner Clancy hitting seventh. All of those batters appeared in the top of the first, as the first one comes in for a strike to catcher Gunnar Ron. And Ron leads off this second inning. He'll be followed by designated hitter Braden Schuler. Schuler, the DH, who bats for second baseman Carter Kuckel.
I didn't miss by much there. That was a really good pitch.
Yeah, it looked like the exactly same pitch as the one before.
The 1-1, that's in there. A little fastball action there from Caden Fulkin. As we said, he's also one of the other SOL first team selections on this Pennsbury roster. The righty is set, and here's his 1-2 off the back of Ron. And that had to sting a little bit. You heard that clunk.
That was a loud thud. You know that's going to be a bruise tomorrow, but as every good baseball player says, you know, just rub some dirt on it.
You can always ice it, as they will send a courtesy runner out for the catcher.
That was my famous saying. Every time somebody would get hit or almost get hit, I'd go, we got ice.
Joey Pizzi takes over at first base. And who knows, maybe Gunnar Ron going to rub a little ice on his back as he got hit by the pitch. Heads back to the dugout, and up the bat is Braden Schuler, who takes down low a little bit away. Schuler again hits for Kuckel today. Kuckel, one of a few guys on this Quakertown team that had some injury issues. They also had some problems with some illnesses. And so it took a little while for them to all come together. And it seems like for the Panthers, they're playing some of their best baseball of the season. Coming into this one, the 1-0, a called strike to Schuler. The winner here will likely get North Penn. Also in second round action today, the Truman Tigers. As bunt shown at the plate, Schuler pulls it back and takes a ball. Yeah, Truman today taking on the 4-seed Abington Ghosts. Yeah, it's either North Penn or Westchester Henderson. That's a strike. The snap throw down to first, not in time. And a 2-2 count now at the plate.
That should be a good one, Truman versus Abington. You know, a little crosstown rivalry right there going on.
And maybe the same thing for Truman can be said for this Quakertown team, playing some of their best baseball heading into postseason play, and that's fouled off, out of play. It stays 2-2 to one of three seniors in this Quakertown lineup, Braden Schuler. The 2-2 up high. Schuler, Kuckel, and Pellegrini, the three seniors in the lineup for Quakertown, and Pellegrini was the guy on the hill for the Panthers. When they got past Owen J. Roberts, he pitched a complete game. Payoff pitch. Taken deep to left center, and that's going to fall in the gap. Cut off out there by Charlie Cordisco, but it's going to be a double. Up to third goes Gunnar Ron, and Schuler launches one out there, And he's got a stand-up double. 2 on, nobody out for the Panthers in the top of the second.
This Quakertown team, they've been hot at the end of the season. They're coming off a huge upset last round. You can see that this team is hot and they're firing on all cylinders on offense right now.
And the other thing they talked to me about before the game, Ben, was having plate discipline and being able to hit the other way. That's tough to do against Caden Falcon, but Falcon's making it a little bit easier for them because of his control problems.
Yeah, his control right now, he's at 41 pitches, only 14 strikes, 26 of them have been out of the zone.
And 41 pitches is in itself kind of alarming for a pitch count with
1
1
plus
and
innings.
Right, 1 1/3. No, just one inning.
See Keller Bradley warming up there in the arm barn, though, so probably a shorter leash now after seeing that first inning for Falcon.
And today's game, a district playoff game, but you got to win to continue the season. That ball taken out to right center field. Over for it is Cordisco. He's calling for it and makes the grab. Tagging from third and scoring on the play is the courtesy runner for this Quakertown team, Joey Pizzi. And it's now 2-0. Panthers in front of the Falcons. And a good job there by Qualteria. Produced the run.
Yeah,
And the good base running, the guy on second got up to third, too,
yeah, and
Gus.
it was a good decision by Cordisco to go to third, but I think he should have probably just hit the cutoff man. Obviously, he hit that throw, had a little bit of a arc on it, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get to third unless he hit the cutoff man.
That the first pitch to Cole Reich is down low. The sophomore walked his first time up. Here takes down in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes.
I know that one was caught, obviously, but that's back-to-back solid hits and possibly the gap. The one got down for a base hit. That one, obviously, an out, but putting good bat the ball is Quakertown.
The 2-0. That one's a little bit up in the zone, but catches the strike zone, according to Glenn Nicoden. 2 balls and a strike to Reich. Comes a bit inside. And here you got a good count for the right fielder. The 3-1. And that's right in there with the fastball. I feel like if Falcon could trust his fastball a little bit more when he zips that in there, it seems like some of these Quakertown hitters are a little overmatched.
Yeah, definitely.
Payoff pitch. Goes with a breaking pitch. It's served out to right, but served right to LJ Nelson. And Nelson makes the catch out there. Tagging and scoring on the play is Schuler. So 2 successful sacrifice flies for the Quakertown Panthers, giving them a 3-0 lead in the top of the second inning. And that time Cole Reich, it wasn't that far out there, wasn't that deep, but you saw Schuler, pretty speedy runner.
Yeah. Able to tag up perfectly there, come and score, and get hosed down by somebody in a cowboy hat in the dugout. They got quite a few antics over there.
Well, right now it's a good time for the Quakertown Panthers, and the Pennsbury Falcons have to fight back in this one. Natazin at the plate. Takes a strike. And now a 1-1 count to the junior. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. Falcon winds, fires, and that's served out to center field. Base hit. That will land in front of Cordisco and put Natazin at first.
I think we're going to have possibly a pitching change here. I don't know what else. Well, maybe Pacey's just asking about something.
Pacey coming out of the dugout and talking with our home plate umpire today.
So, yeah, it looks like possibly a pitching change here.
Yep, they're going to go to the bullpen and bring in Keller Bradley. An early pitching change for the Pennsbury Falcons as they look to hold it at a 3-run difference. We'll step aside and return in just a little bit with more of our PIAA District One playoff baseball coverage on WBCB.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
During the Toyota Ready, Set, Go sales event, just imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Whatever you need, from an electric vehicle to a rugged, versatile truck, we have new Toyotas on the ground for immediate delivery. Or choose from over 100 certified used options, which undergo a rigorous inspection and include an amazing warranty. Plus service centers that can save you time and money and keep you on the road. So let's go to Team Toyota this spring. Just visit teamtoyota.net to find a location near you.
1490 WBCB.
So Coach Pacey feels the need to go to the bullpen early in this one and bring Keller Bradley out to the mound. He takes over as getting his practice throws in for Quakertown. 2 runs in the inning on a couple of sacrifice flies off of Caden Falcon. And Ben, what was his line? He threw about 50 pitches, right?
Yep, Falcon, the killer for Falcon, the all-SOL first-team pitcher today. 52 pitches for Falcon, 31 of them balls, 17 strikes. He made two batters swing and miss. He had 12 strikeouts, 4 walks, and 1 hit by pitch. And now is Keller Bradley, who was ranked as the 6th player in Pennsylvania for 2026 per PBR Pennsylvania.
Right, I think that's amongst all freshmen?
All freshmen. He was ranked 6th in the country.
That's pretty
or in the state.
That's pretty awesome. And he's on the mound now for the Pennsbury Falcons, working to Vinny Pellegrini. Pellegrini was on the mound for Quakertown to get them past Owen J. Roberts, and is a guy with some power in his bat. And he's going to be playing football at Del Val. He's going to be an Aggie. And you can see he's got that, linebacker kind of stature. The 1-0.
Yeah, Ben in pregame was saying that was a grown man in first base every time he was getting a ground ball.
The players in front of Bradley are committed to West Forest, Auburn, Alabama, Virginia. Keller's still uncommitted, but those are some big colleges.
That was Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
The 1-1 curveball down low.
I was close.
Would you say West Forest?
I don't know what I
Where's
said.
West Forest?
But those are huge colleges and that are just ahead of him, and he's still Keller's still uncommitted.
Let's hope he goes to Michigan. Go blue.
Here comes the 2-1 in there for a called strike. Pellegrini taking. First time up, Pellegrini struck out swinging. Two pitch, popped up, foul, and will drift back behind the dugout. No play for Sam Lebrecq or for Baraski. I was happy to see that Tyler got a first-team selection. He's done a great job behind the plate, especially defensively. He has shown off his arm a few times, Gus, with throwing out runners and picking off base runners out there. 2-2, the runner goes. Ball down low, and where that pitch was and the jump that Natazin got, there was no throw that time for Baraski, so a stolen base.
Yeah, and as a former catcher myself, I always take eye and notice of a defensive catcher, and Baraski, you could just tell, behind the plate with that glove, he's got it going.
He's been solid this season and again gets that first team selection, the 3-2 down low, and it's a walk for Pellegrini.
Panthers are really working with that discipline, just letting the pitchers pitch and letting them come to them.
Yeah, you're right, Makai. I mean, that was something that the coaches talked to me about before the game. And, again, another Falcon pitcher that comes out there still early for Keller, but also some control problems there with that first batter as he walks walks Pellegrini and now works to Marsden. And that's low. First and second with 2 down. Already 2 runs across for Quakertown in the second inning. Bradley's 1-0 delivery. That's in there. And you don't want to give up anything too juicy, but these pitchers maybe being a little bit too careful. Trust your defense a little bit. You know, challenge these batters. As Bradley kicks and fires the 1-1, and that's a curveball that misses low and away.
Yeah, that's definitely something that if I'm the Pennsbury pitchers out here, I would look forward to, running that fastball. It might be too easy giving it down the middle, but at least you're attacking, trying to fasten up these batters.
Yeah, Bradley gets it up there, almost up to like the 90-mile-per-hour mark. Here comes his 2-1. Bounced foul down the third baseline. Chopped off the bat of Marsden. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bradley's ready to go. His 2-2. Outside, the runners go, and it's a double steal. Safe at third is Nadizin. The throw from Baraski comes in a little bit high, and a good head-first slide by Nadizin. So he steals second and now steals third. Pellegrini right behind him. He moves up a bag, so it's second and third for the Panthers.
That's a good steal right there. You're putting the pitcher on edge right there at the 3-2 count. Now the pressure's on.
Now they have a base empty, and here comes the 3-2. Tipped off the bat into the glove of Baraski, and he strikes out Marsden. A big put out for the third out of the inning there for Keller Bradley. And finally the Panthers are retired in the top of the second, but they get 2 runs to make it a 3-0 game. And those 2 runs coming in with just 1 hit. Both runs plated on sacrifice fly balls. All right, we'll be back with more high school baseball action. It's 3-0 after an inning and a half here at WBCB and at Pennsbury High School.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Boraski, Freeman, Lebrecht here in the top of the second for the Pennsbury Falcons as they now trail in this PIAA District One second round high school baseball game 3-0 to the 23 seed Quakertown Panthers. The Panthers, the lowest seed still in the tournament. But we got Abington, they were the 20 seed, and I think the 21 seed also was able to get through. Yeah, that was Souderton. And today they're playing Plymouth Whitemarsh. First one down low to catcher Tyler Boraski. Real quick, want to go over the defense for the Panthers today. It's Pellegrini at first, Kuckel at second, Qualteria at shortstop. That's up high for ball 2 to Boraski. Caleb Everett playing third base with Clancy, Natazin, and Reich going from left to right in the outfield for the Panthers. Gunnar Ron catching Marsden, who delivers in there for a strike. And we welcome Perry Rubin into our WBCB broadcast today. Great to have you with us today.
Hello.
You're here with WBCB working on a project for your school, right?
Yeah, the Horizon Project for Pennington.
Well, great to have you here today. You saw us really scrambling to get things going.
Yeah. It was nerve-wracking.
Here comes the 2-2. Ground ball foul off the end of the bat for Boraski. Well, Perry and Mackay, it is a beautiful day for the game.
I would like more clouds like how it was yesterday during the softball game, but, you know.
Yeah, somehow you didn't get a ticket inside the tent here, Mackay.
Yeah, that's a sacrifice of being a camera guy.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Boraski. Takes up high from Marsden.
This game kind of also has, the feel of yesterday's softball game with the Pennsbury Lady Falcons.
Here comes the 3-2. Bounced to short. In for it is Qualteria. His throw is low, but dug out by Pellegrini to record the out. So 1 down in the bottom of the second. And up to bat comes senior Jackson Freeman. On deck, Sam Lebrecq waits for his turn. And the righty fires that one in there for a strike. Yeah, Marsden, he's had some good games and, some not so good outings. His 0-1 grounded to first. Pellegrini bare hands it, picks it up, tries to throw to Marsden, who's covering the bag, but Jackson Freeman beats the play, and he's safe at first. I don't know, what are they going to call that one? Maybe took a weird hop, and Pellegrini, they call it a hit.
Yeah, tried to barehand it. Would have been better off catching it with his glove, I felt like.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe he thought the ball kind of took a weird hop and he had to knock it down with his bare hand. But like I said, he's the guy who's going to Del Valle to play football, so he's not worried about a little baseball. Knocks it down with the bare hand, but can't ultimately make the play. So Falcons now with something going in the bottom of the second. 1 down, 1 on. And were they just coming out there to check on Pellegrini? I'm not sure what that
looked like
break in the action was about.
Yeah, it looked like he had a talk with the umpire, and I didn't really see him,
I guess that was a close play, but yeah. I thought Freeman won the race to the bag, and so did the base umpire. And Lebrecq takes up high, ball 1. That one in there for a strike, and a 1-1 count to the Pennsbury first baseman. Good to see him in the lineup today. We've seen Eric David sometimes getting mixed in and play first base. As time called at the plate by Lebrecq. What was that down there, Perry?
I don't know.
Was that from you, or that was the Pennsbury dugout, right?
That was the dugout. They were barking too.
The 1-1. Taken to right, but it's going to drift and slice foul. And so we do it again. The ball, 2 strikes to LeBrec.
Talking about this Pennsbury dugout, they are in a battle for loudest dugout with Quakertown. They're pretty electric over there too, so it's a very loud, animated noises coming from both sides.
The 1-2 up and in, and bends LeBrec back a bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I would say limbo. Kind of did a little limbo action. 2-2. Ball 3. Another one to limbo underneath. LeBrec digs in. Marsden shakes off a couple of pitches, and now he's got the one he wants. Payoff pitch jammed him, and it's a foul ball out of play. Good job that time by LeBrec just to stay alive. Foul off a pitch a little too close to take. Looked like it was inside. Might have been a ball. But we do it again at 3-2, and this time in the dirt. LeBrec walks. So a base hit and a walk puts runners at first and second with 1 away for Charlie Cordisco.
Pennsbury had an opportunity in the first inning with runners in position to score. Let's see right here in the second inning if they can do something about that change.
And Makai, you were referencing that Pennsbury softball game where they got down early and then came storming back to win in a mercy rule shortened game. And this Pennsbury offense, feels like they're not going to be held down here, and opportunity now in this bottom of the second maybe to answer right back. And even if it's just 1 run, Ben, to respond here in this inning, I think would be big for the Falcons.
Yeah, I was saying it on Monday over at the softball field. No lead is safe against Pennsbury baseball or softball or baseball. We've seen it before. Them come back down multiple runs, and they can certainly do it.
And a lineup that can be explosive, no question about that. And Cordisco, the 9-hole batter, now up, so they're about to flip to the top of the lineup. As Marsden misses maybe a little bit outside. That one looked pretty good. Marsden walks around. It looked like he wasn't happy with the call. And I think he was even asking the home plate umpire exactly to tell him if he was calling that one outside or low. 2-0. Ball that time in off the plate. So now it's time for the Panthers to have maybe some control problems and give the Falcons an opportunity. Marsden's 3-0 is low. Back-to-back walks. So Cordisco to first. That pushes LeBrec to second and Jackson Freeman to third. They're loaded for James Schaefer, and some activity starting in the Quakertown bullpen as the pitching coach comes out to talk to Marsden. I don't think they're ready to bring somebody in quite yet, but they want to settle their starter down. Maybe also go over some things. This is going to be the second time through for this Pennsbury lineup. First time up, Schaefer grounded to short. Here in the McCaffrey's Game of the Day, McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day. We thank them for their support of Pennsbury Athletics on the WBCB Sports Network. It's District 1 second round playoff action. The winner will move on to play either North Penn or Westchester Henderson And after a lengthy conversation out there, umpire Len Nikodin breaks up the proceedings. And we'll finally get to James Schaefer at bat with the bases loaded and one down. Talk about an opportunity to respond. Falcons with a big chance here. Bases juiced. And only one down for Schaefer. Marsden misses down low.
Yeah, and with these next two batters for Pennsbury, you got a good chance to get something out of this.
At the same time, for Schaefer, just be patient. I mean, if he gives you a free pass, that's the first run of the day for the Falcons. And he's had some control issues. And wait till he delivers a strike here, 2-0. Is that number 12 out there in the bullpen, Ben? Can you see out there? That's down and in, ball 3. A 3-0 count to Schaefer. And we think it's Carl Weiss in the bullpen getting warmed up for the Panthers. Right now, Marsden is really slowed down. Finds the strike zone with the 3-0.
Let's go. He's sitting on something. Let's go.
Chance for Schaefer maybe to square one up, find a pitch he likes. Here with this 3-1 offering. Bounces it down the line, but foul by a couple of feet. And now Marsden has battled back to a full count. So 3-2. Falcons again earning this home game, a second round action, a bye in the first round for Pennsbury.
Battling there, let's go.
They've had some trouble with the North Penn Knights, so we'll see if that is their... Whoever wins this one probably going to get North Penn. The 3-2, that's well hit. It's through on the left side. One will score, and they're going to hold up LeBrecq.
Wow.
So 3-1 now Pennsbury as Jackson Freeman crosses the plate on the RBI from James Schaefer. And that was smoked there through the infield, Mackay. Well hit.
Yeah, just like I said, these next two batters for Pennsbury, they're more than likely are going to do something with the bases loaded type of situation. One out, it was in your favor.
So bases still loaded up. LeBrecq now at third. Cordisco at second. At the plate is Zuckerman. He takes a strike. All right, so a couple of games ago, I was building up Zuckerman and talking about how he, as a pit commit, might even be someone that would be considered in the Major League draft, as that ball is bounced to short. They got one at second, and the double play not in time, and the Falcons get another run. LeBrecq comes home. They force out Schaefer at second. Zuckerman safe at first on the fielder's choice. And with two down, it's a 3-2 game. And runners at the corners for Pennsbury.
Yeah, Zuckerman not only is a long ball threat, but he just showcased it right there with his wheels.
Yeah, his speed getting him to first just in time to keep this inning alive and avoid that Quakertown double play. But anyway, we had the president of the Trenton Thunder as our guest on Jolly and the Loon at Capitol Health System. Jolly and the Loon on WBCB every Friday from 1 to 2, and once a month we go out to Capitol Health. That's in there to Tiroli. And we were talking about the draft league that they have at the Trenton Thunder. This year, again, the Trenton Thunder will have Major League Draft eligible players that play in an 80-game schedule. It's an unaffiliated team, but they invite different guys that they think want to improve their draft stock. Here, Zuckerman is off and running. The ball is popped up by Tiroli in foul territory, and Pellegrini gives it a look but has no play. So Zuckerman's got to go back to first, and it's an 0-2 count at the plate. Anyhow, he said that they had extended an invitation at one point to Zuckerman, and he kind of said, well, I'm focusing on my Division I play, and I kind of think that was his response, but just the fact that he was considered. Tiroli pops this one back foul behind us. I felt like gave me a little credibility to my comments about Zuckerman and his potential to have people interested in him in the Major League Draft. 0-2 inside for a ball, and Zuckerman steals second.
Yeah, and we may or may not know a guy who is now the Trenton Thunder play-by-play announcer, Mike Warren.
We know that guy. It's going to be a fun season for Mike and for the Trenton Thunder. They got the Savannah Bananas coming in later this season. The 1-2. Down low, a good hold-up that time by Tiroli. He checks his swing. I saw Shane Victorino was doing some things for the Bananas.
Yeah, he had a walk-off hit for the Bananas. I got lucky enough I got tickets to the Bananas. You want to hear how they sold out in like 15 minutes.
It's amazing.
It is ridiculous. I got lucky enough that one of my friends got some extra tickets and invited me.
Yeah, but this year again, that Major League Draft, those Major League Draft eligible players that are in unaffiliated leagues playing for the Trenton Thunder. The 2-2 bounced to short. Qualteria has it. His throw in time to get Tiroli. So Tiroli retired 6-3 for the third out in the bottom of the second, but the Falcons get 2 runs to edge a little closer to the Quakertown Panthers today. It's now 3-2 after 2 innings. Falcons getting those 2 runs on a couple of hits, and they leave some runners on base. 2 runners left on. So after 2 complete, 3-2 between Pennsbury and Quakertown. And today's game, the McCaffrey's game of the day. McCaffrey's Food Markets, exceptional every day.
DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza on 8919 New Falls Road, Levittown, owned and operated by third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo. Tyler uses the exact same recipes that his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. Try the only original Trenton tomato pie or other gourmet pizzas, including their mustard pie. Soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, and homemade pasta dishes, all served in a very safe, clean environment. Eat in or take out. Call 215-943-2605. Again, that's 215-943-2605. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza also does catering for all affairs. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road, Levittown, open Tuesday to Thursday from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m., Friday and Saturdays till 9 p.m., Sundays noon to 8:30 p.m., and closed on Mondays.
You're listening to the McCaffrey's Food Markets Game of the Day. McCaffrey's exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Hegcock Road, Yardley, and the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road.
All right, back to action we go. Top of the third from Pennsbury High School. It's PIAA District One, second round high school baseball action. Maybe we can get an update, Ben, if you are able to find out what's going on with Pennsbury softball today. They're visiting Ridley in the second round of the 6A bracket for softball. All right, so now freshman Keller Bradley out there to start the third, and he'll work to Caleb Everett, who squares the bunt and takes low.
That's a strike. Let's go.
Yeah, I have to agree with the coach and the fans out here. That was a strike.
Bradley, we've talked about his youth throughout the season. The 1-0 from him is on a hop taken by Tiroli. And he makes that one look easy. Everett retired. But Caden Falcon, just a 14-year-old freshman. Keller Bradley. What did I say? Something wrong. Yeah, Caden Falcon. He got the start today. He's a senior. He's not 14 years old. But Keller Bradley is still a youngster, and he's gotten a lot of great varsity experience. And delivers a strike here to Tanner Clancy. But even with all the experience that you could get, still when you have that kind of youth, I've just been impressed with his consistency in there for a strike. Nasty break and pitch. He's set to go and delivers the 0-2. Curveball stays a bit inside. Tanner Clancy, a three-sport athlete for Quakertown. Kind of like Eric David, we referenced him earlier for the Pennsbury Falcons. The 1-2 popped up foul and drifts behind us.
I have an update for softball.
Yes.
Pennsbury softball taking on Ridley today in the second round of districts. Unfortunately, they are trailing 5-0 in the bottom of the third. All runs came in the first inning.
We'll see if they can again mount a comeback. That ball is well hit, but is foul and bounces towards the Quakertown dugout.
No lead is safe with the Pennsbury Lady Falcon softball squad.
Yeah, but you don't want to keep digging holes for yourselves.
Oh no, absolutely. But
hopefully they'll be able to make some magic.
Hopefully they can get back from 5. Hopefully.
Falcons baseball, they were down 3-0, and they narrowed the gap to a 3-2 score as Keller Bradley fires that one in high. His hat pops off, and the ball pops off the top of Baraski's mitt all the way back to the backstop, and Max got to go over there, retrieve the ball. Everybody's working today. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bradley's set and delivers, and it's a little check swing foul, goes out of play. Clancy stays alive. Yeah, that is amazing when you go back to Keller Bradley and some of the other top freshmen that are ranked in the state of Pennsylvania. I believe it was by PBR, right? Do you know what that is?
Yes, it's
PBR.
Pennsbury Baseball Report.
Pennsylvania Baseball Report.
What is it, Pennsbury?
Yes.
Pennsylvania, not Pennsbury.
I thought it was the Professional Bull Riding Network.
Defensive adjustment here for Pennsbury in right field as Eric David has replaced LJ Nelson at right field. We saw LJ Nelson in the dugout with some ice on his arm. So Eric David, three-sport athlete out there now. Yeah,
and we even kind of heard him talking a little bit about some arm soreness. As that one is lofted out to short center, and it's going to land for a hit. Short left field it lands, and Tanner Clancy with a pretty good at-bat there. I mean, talk about battling, looking at a lot of pitches, and then finally just putting one in play. We talked about this with the Steinert softball game yesterday, that they did a lot of that. You put the ball in play, good things are going to happen. And for the Panthers, they get a runner on base, 1 down, and here's catcher Gunnar Ron. Well, I don't think we talked about the Pennsbury defense. Thanks for that update, Ben. Lebrecht at first, Schaefer at second, Zuckerman at third, Zuckerman at short, Tiroli at third. That's been the infield pretty much throughout the season. Bradley makes Clancy dive back to the bag. And you got Freeman, Cordisco, and David now from left to right.
Eric David, the first Pennsbury athlete to win 3 SOL championships in the same school year. First one to do it in 50 years.
The 1-0 up high for ball 2.
He won an SOL Patriot Division Championship in football, basketball, and now baseball.
I think the guys who won before, like 50 years ago, they're all good friends with Bill Redner. The 2-0.
There you go.
In there for a strike. A nice pitch from Keller Bradley.
Long ground ball. Let's go.
Freshman with a long look.
Pitch.
The 2-1 in the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First time up, Ron took one off the back. He was hit by a pitch from Caden Falcon. Came around to score on a sacrifice fly. Actually, the courtesy runner, Joey Pizzi, scored. Looks like a little more activity down there for the Panthers in the dugout or in the bullpen. 2-2 outside. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the sophomore.
Hey, battle 1-7. Let's go.
The 3-2 pitch and a balk is called. And Pacey comes out of the dugout and gets a quick explanation. Runner moves up there. That's Clancy now at second base.
We saw Bradley got called for a balk a few last home game we did against Council Rock North. I believe it was in the extra innings he was called for a balk.
Yeah, I think the umpire that time was saying that after he had come set, he then readjusted before pitching the 3-2 ground ball. Zuckerman's got it, throws across in time for out number 2. And on the grounder, Clancy's got to stay at second. So 2 down for Braden Schuler. So we talk about Zuckerman's prowess at the plate, his speed on the base paths, but also he really solidifies this defense, Mackay, playing a solid shortstop. Comes up with the play, a routine one, but got to make those plays. This time it bounces up, a wild pitch. And up to third now is Clancy. A wild pitch, advancing the runner.
Yeah, as we were talking about the defense with Zuckerman, just a little lackadaisical with that pitch right there.
In the way that hopped up, really very little chance for Baraski to get in the way of it. Took a weird hop up. And there's a called strike, a 1-1 count to Schuler.
Yeah, he definitely didn't really have a good chance of trying to block it. All he really had was the glove in his arm.
The 1-1 from Bradley. That's served out to left and will land for a base hit. And driving another Panther run. In from third comes Tanner Clancy, making it a 4-2 game. And the designated hitter, Braden Schuler, comes up big for Quakertown. And now he flips the lineup. It's Danny Qualteria. Qualteria with a sacrifice fly that drove in a run back in the second. And with 2 down, the runner goes. Baraski throws, but it's well wide and goes out to center field. Cordisco backs it up, and then his throw bounces up, and Tiroli is going to hold the runner at third. And that's something that the Panthers talked about before the game. They said they like to use their speed. They'll get guys running, and that time the stolen base resulting in an error and a runner at third. Bradley's 1-0, bounces up there. It gets past Boraski. He grabs it, throws home, but Bradley can't handle the throw, and safe at the plate is Schuler. And that makes it 5-2 Quakertown.
Just a very unfortunate characteristics of Pennsbury defense right here. We're used to them just having such a good defense being displayed out on this field, and it seems like it's just unraveling here today.
And you got to really credit Mackay, the Quakertown. Schuler right there reading that play very well. It didn't get that far away from Boraski, and it looked like it would have been a close play at the plate if Bradley could have got it. But, you know, why not put the pressure on the Falcons and take off? And he gets the run. Here's a called strike to Qualteria.
Pennsbury made a punch last inning, made that 3-run lead down to 1. Now Quakertown counterpunch, 3-run lead back.
The 2-1 on a bounce. Zuckerman plays it, his throw in time. And Qualteria grounds out. And the Quakertown Panthers are retired in the top of the third. But they get 2 more runs in the inning and now lead it 5-2 here in this PIAA District playoff game on WBCB. And we'll step aside, return in just a little bit for more high school baseball.
During the Toyota Ready, Set, Go sales event, just imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Whatever you need, from an electric vehicle to a rugged, versatile truck, we have new Toyotas on the ground for immediate delivery. Or choose from over 100 certified used options, which undergo a rigorous inspection and include an amazing warranty. Plus service centers that can save you time and money and keep you on the road. So let's go to Team Toyota this spring. Just visit teamtoyota.net to find a location near you.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Bottom of the third, and for the Pennsbury Falcons, Jordan Zerniak will lead it off. He'll be followed by L.J. Nelson and Tyler Boraski. And Gus, we were referencing some of those lineup changes, how they moved Zerniak up and Nelson down a little bit. And then further down the lineup, we've seen Coach Pacey move Cordisco and Lebrecq around in some different spots. And it feels like he mixed things up for today's game, hoping to maybe spark the offense.
Yeah, obviously this team's been a little up and down, but this game exactly, they're trying to just spark something. The playoffs are starting. You got to get that extra juice for your team, and he's trying to do exactly that.
Yeah, one thing he did, he moved Boraski up a little bit further than he typically is in the lineup, as that sliced foul off the bat of Zerniak.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, he moved L.J. Nelson a little bit down in the lineup too, because he usually was the cleanup man.
Yeah.
Which is interesting to see now that L.J. Nelson having to get an injury replacement, not in the game anymore. So that could be a big change, especially in that lineup.
Yeah, and that's why we got Eric David on deck here instead of L.J. Nelson, as Zerniak is ready for the 1-1. It's inside. 2 balls and a strike, as Panther starter Matt Marsden about to throw his 58th pitch here in today's game. Kicks and fires it in there, and it's served out to center field, And it's going to hang up enough for Natazin to make the catch. Zerniak lines out. So 1 down for Eric David.
We are in Miami, Chris.
I'm doing the salsa.
Doing the salsa.
I'd rather be eating some salsa.
I love salsa. Oh, Mexican food sounds so good right now. Oh, we were talking about Chipotle earlier.
Gotta stop talking.
One thing, we talked about the lineup changes, and for Pennsbury, it's great to have somebody as versatile, a great athlete like Eric David that you can count on. They've had him play in first base today, out in right field because of L.J. Nelson's. And we think there's some L.J. Nelson's arm soreness.
Yeah, I think it was that throw in the home to that close play. Went all the way in, skipped the cutoff man, so maybe felt something in his arm.
The 2-0. Right in there from Marsden. But with the number of games and plate appearances that Eric David has had, he's kind of like a platoon player.
Yeah.
And so
and you saw that he was like that same type of player on the basketball team as well when it was basketball season.
2-1 off the plate.
It's that the gridiron where he really shines. You know, he puts that helmet, shoulder pads on. Ooh, turns into a different man.
And no matter what he's doing, you always expect 100 from Eric David. Here's the 3-1. Bounce down the line. Everett has it at third. His throw is high, and Pellegrini tries to apply the tag but can't do it. So David is safe. I think that's going to be an E5 right on the throw.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. Bang, bang, that's a clean play. So throw gets the first baseman off of the bag. But that's a great job for the first baseman to not let the ball get past him. They always tell you at first base, your number one job, don't let the ball get past you, even if you have to get off of the bag.
I thought he might even have been able to apply that tag.
Oh, yeah.
An athletic play over there at first, but he couldn't make the connection. So Eric David at first, and up to bat is Tyler Boraski.
Yeah, I played the fat guy position, so I played first and catcher. So I've done that same thing before, and if you tag him, there's no better feeling.
Eric David a little bit too quick, though. And at the plate, strike one to Boraski, who grounded to short his first time up today. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day. The 0-1. Bounced foul, and the Falcons have been exceptional throughout the season, picking up an SOL title. But today, the Panthers have been pretty exceptional and taking advantage of some opportunities. They lead this one 5-2. They got an upset win over Owen J. Roberts on Monday. As Marsden is set. Fires. Popped up. Back behind the plate. Looking for it is Gunnar Ron, and he makes the grab. Little basket catch for the catcher. Nice job on the second out of the inning. Boraski with the pop fly. And up to bat now is Jackson Freeman. Jackson Freeman with a base hit and a run scored.
That was a great grab by the catcher right there. Just the difficulty of going backwards, and even it looks like it's on a steep hill.
So it looks like that he caught it, though, in the out-of-bounds area,
right,
in the dugout. So they're considering it an out, but I guess since it's out of play, they're advancing the runner a base. Because that's why we have a runner on. Well, I don't think so. I don't know. They were arguing about something.
I mean, did Eric David do the sneaky tag up there? He's now at second base. Bottom line, David at second. 1-0 count at the plate to Freeman. And he sends that one out to right center field. But in a bit, Cole Reich is there. And he makes the catch. So the Falcons are retired in the bottom of the third. And it remains a 5-2 game. Falcons with no runs, no hits, and they leave one runner out there. We're through three complete in the McCaffrey's game of the day. Panthers 5, Falcons 2.
More than securing your home or business, PIAA Security in Yardley now offers medical alerts for seniors, trip or fall or homebound. These are the same medical alerts you see advertised on TV, but now available from PIAA Security and monitored locally 24/7 by PIAA Security. PIAA Security also offers fire extinguisher sales, maintenance, and inspection of fire extinguishers for complete security, including wireless security systems, remote systems, fire alarm systems, carbon monoxide systems, and now medical alert systems. Call PIAA Security in Lower Bucks at 215-493-1414. Again, that's 215-493-1414, or visit BAINow.com. Again, that is BAINow.com. And Chris, we got another young arm on the mound for Pennsbury and Aiden Kenny.
Pitching change for the Falcons. Third arm used today for Pennsbury. And as you said, Ben, Aiden Kenny out there. Aiden Kenny, a sophomore righty.
The freshman Bradley finished with 36 pitches, 18 balls, 11 strikes. He had 1 strikeout and walked 1, giving up 3 runs.
Today's Pennsbury baseball game brought to you in part by the parents of the Pennsbury Baseball Club. They want to thank everyone who's come out to support the Falcons all throughout the season. They hope you're enjoying today's game, and they want to thank the Pennsbury community for their support throughout this high school baseball season. So righty Aiden Kenny just about finished with his warm-ups, and Cole Reich, who was the guy who made the catch out in right field, will be at the plate to start the 4th inning. Reich, Nadizin, and Pellegrini for the Panthers in the 4th. And the Falcons with their work cut out for them, trailing by 3. Panthers with 5 runs on 4 hits. They did commit 1 error, and for the Falcons, 2 runs on 2 hits. Cole Reich got into one last time he was up, sent it out to right field, and ended up plating one of the Panther runs with a sacrifice fly as he scored Braden Schuler, who was able to tag up on the play. Yeah, so far they have got Reich with a sac fly and a walk today. And that kind of goes back to how this game started. Caden Falcon walking the first 3 batters that he saw. Then he was able to struck out the next batter up, but walked a run in. Ended up being a short afternoon for Falcon as Kenny fires that one in there. Falcon replaced by Bradley. Ben just went over his line, and now Kenny working, and the righty is set. His 0-1 in there for strike 2. Kenny's 0-2 off the knee of Tiroli and dribbles out the third. That's a base hit for Reich. I don't care what they put up there. That was, I do care what they put up there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a hit. So
yeah, that ball was scorched. It's a very tough play for Tiroli, who had to slide a little bit to try and get the glove on the ball. Very, very difficult play.
So leadoff base runner on for Quakertown in the 4th, and here's Cooper Nadizin. Takes strike 1 from Kenny. Nadizin with a walk and a base hit. A couple of stolen bases today for him. The 0-1, that's off the plate. The runner goes, the throw almost goes out to the outfield again, but Zuckerman is there to pick it off. And Pacey not happy, and I could understand why. Nobody covered second base there.
Yeah, and he didn't even look over to first to check the runner.
Kenny's 1-1 pitch. A little bit low. Borderline there, but just a touch low as Pacey comes out. Shouts out a sequence of numbers for the Pennsbury defense. Two-one pitch. Popped and slicing foul and out of play. Over there near the parking lot, everybody looking to see if it would go through a windshield. From the body language over there, I think everybody's car is safe. Meanwhile, 2-2 at the plate to Natizan. Meanwhile, at the plate, time is called. Opportunity here for the Panthers. Runner in scoring position. Already up 5-2 in this second round district playoff game. 2-2 pitch, a weak grounder. That's going to be a tough play. Tiroli charges, throws, and he got him. Nice job by Joe Tiroli. But on the grounder, Cole Reich moves up to third. So with one out, Quakertown with a runner at third for first baseman Vinny Pellegrini. And really, Tiroli, shows what a good defender he is, because he made that play look a little easier than I thought it was going to be.
As a former third baseman, those short rollers are always tough.
Pellegrini gets into the first one he sees, and it's popped up, drifting into foul territory. Schaefer reaches for it and can't quite get it.
It's one heck of an effort by Schaefer, who got all the way over there from second base, lost the hat.
Schaefer, Lebrecht, and Eric David were all in the vicinity, but you're right, it was Schaefer who had the shot at it.
Yeah, just looked like it just tipped off his glove. He was really close to catching that ball. That would have been one heck of a catch.
Another opportunity for Pellegrini, and he's up there. It feels like he's got an aggressive approach in this at-bat. The 0-1 takes a strike. Well, there goes that aggressive approach. He's just waiting for one that he likes, and Aiden Kenny trying to get this big second out in the fourth. 0-2. Down low. The ball bounces off of Baraski. Another wild pitch and another run for the Panthers. It's now 6-2. And this time Cole Reich crosses the plate. I mean, the Panthers have not done a whole lot offensively today, Gus. They've gotten runs on sacrifice flies, wild pitches, some errors for Pennsbury defensively.
Yeah, they're scoring every run a different way, and it's just every different way possible they've done it so far.
I mean, they do have one RBI base hit, but mostly it's like sacrifice flies.
Yeah, and pass balls, a lot of pass balls today.
Pellegrini skies that one foul behind us.
Yeah, and this pitcher has been doing an excellent job just pounding the strike zone. So it's a little bit surprising that he got one away from him on that one.
Kenny gives a nod and delivers. And this one is on a little liner. Schaefer in the right spot for it. And James Schaefer makes the play to retire Pellegrini. There's two down. And so with bases empty, up steps junior Matt Marsden. Marsden with a walk and a strikeout at the plate. And has also thrown 69 pitches on the mound here for this Panther team. And they've got the 6-2 lead. That's in their strike from Kenny. All right, it's just about time for another softball update, Ben. If you got a moment. Curveball, beautiful pitch. 0-2 count now to Marsden. Kenny looking to finish the job, kicks and fires, and that's fouled off, out of play, right side.
He's doing a great job out there on the mound. Unfortunately, just that one blemish of the pass by ball right there.
It was a leadoff base hit to Cole Reich, and then a stolen base, a wild pitch, and another wild pitch to score. Another 0-2, and it's tipped into the glove of Baraski for the strikeout. Marsden is cut down, and the Panthers are retired in the top of the fourth, but they do get another run to extend their lead to 4. It's 6-2 in PIAA District One second round action, high school baseball on WBCB, and we'll be right back with more in just a moment.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Today's Pennsbury baseball game brought to you in part by the parents of the Pennsbury Baseball Club. They hope you're enjoying today's game and would like to thank the Pennsbury community for their support. Other District 1 6A baseball action today. You got the 1 seed Springford hosting Lower Marion. Then you got Avon Grove taking on Upper Darby. We mentioned Abington and Truman doing battle today. Truman, the 20 seed, getting past Wissahickon into this second round. Souderton, also a lower seed. They got an upset over Ridley and play Plymouth Whitemarsh today. The winner of this one will play either North Penn or Westchester Henderson. Those two doing battle at the home of the Knights. Also, you got Methacton, the 3 seed, taking on the 14 seed CB West. And Coatesville and Downingtown East. That'll be the nightcap tonight in this second round action as they start at 6:45. Otherwise, all the games with 4 o'clock first pitches as we go to the bottom of the fourth in this one. Falcons trailing at 6-2. And Sam Lebrecq up at the plate. Worked a walk, came around to score the second Falcon run today. Back in the second inning. Marsden winds in the first one, fouled off. That was the 70th pitch from Marsden. Here comes his 71st. It's down and away. You got Lebrecq, Cordisco, Schaefer up for the Falcons in the bottom of the fourth. Righty kicks and fires the 1-1 that's fouled back behind us. I want to assure Perry Rubin that no balls are going to hit her. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel really confident that where you are not going to get hit by a ball today. And if you do, Gus is going to save you. The 1-2.
Yes, I will. I've been trying to catch a ball all year, Perry. Don't you worry.
Foul ball. That time stays a ball and 2 strikes. I just want you to feel comfortable over there. You know, we got the net, we got the tent.
The net is quite short.
Yeah, Gus, you've been trying to catch a ball all year. Today might be the last chance you get. You might have to go running for one.
I'm going all out.
That was in the dirt, and the count goes to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You might need to make a Willie Mays kind of catch if you really want to get one of these.
You know, I love the hat catch. 2-2. Well hit. Out to left. It's deep. And is up against the fence. LeBrec will round first and cruise into second with a smash double. Hope at bat as LeBrec keeps hope alive for this Pennsbury team here in the bottom of the 4th. And he's at second for Cordisco, who worked to walk his first time up. All right, so Cordisco is ready. Marsden looking in. He's got his pitch. And it's bounced down the line, but will drift a little foul. Strong play by Everett, but we'll just do it again. Well, Gus, I'd like to see you get a foul ball, but I also feel like where we're at here, it's going to be tough for a foul ball to reach us.
Yeah, it ain't happening. My hopes can get still up, though.
Here comes the 0-1. Bounced to short. Qualteria over to first in time to get Cordisco, but LeBrec reading the play well. He gets up to third base, so a runner at third, 1 down.
Yeah, it looks like that maybe the shortstop couldn't get the ball out of his glove there because it took him a lot of time to finally get the throw off.
I have your softball update you were waiting for. It is 7-0 Ridley.
Ooh.
In the top of the 5th. So it's not looking so good out for the softball Falcons.
Well, it sounds like that Pennsbury softball lineup, which can be a potent one, has run into a really good pitcher today. And we were talking before this game that Ridley had a reputation for being really good this year in the softball diamond. We'll see if the Falcons can still maybe turn it around in that one. Pitch down low in the dirt to Schaefer. I mean, with all the wild pitches that the Pennsbury Falcons have had today, it seems like maybe if LeBrec can score on a wild pitch, there'll be some kind of justice to that or something. The 1-0 down low. Meanwhile, we talked about Boraski and how solid he's been defensively for the Falcons behind the plate throughout the season. Gunnar Ron doing a good job for the Panthers in this one. So for Pennsbury, LeBrec at third. And 1 down in the 4th. Marsden delivers a strike. Schaefer taking all the way. I heard a conversation on sports radio today about Chase Utley and Schaefer. One of the things I think he might have in common with Chase is that he is not concerned at all about hitting with a strike or even 2 strikes. The conversation was about Chase. Basically, he would go up there and he would take a strike, kind of as a routine part of every at-bat.
He's got Utley's speed, too. And he's a good defender like Utley at second base.
Shares his position and takes up and in for ball 4. So Schaefer with a walk heads to first. Runners at the corners for senior shortstop Ryan Zuckerman. Zuckerman hit by a pitch and reached on a fielder's choice. Also stole a base today, but hasn't really made the kind of contact, Gus, that we've seen. Hasn't been able to square one up quite yet, and there fouls it off for strike one.
Yeah, big cut there, but yeah, like you said, we've seen some absolute monster shots and just absolutely ball scorched off Zuckerman's bat, and today he just hasn't been able to find it.
Big chance here with runners on and time called. I think that was Zuck who took time.
Yeah, and Schaefer was going on that pitch too. So this is probably something to keep an eye out if you're Quakertown.
I mean, that's almost automatic for Pennsbury, Gus, when they have runners at the corners, and especially with Schaefer's speed. He takes off the 0-1, swing and a miss. The snap throw to third as they try to pick off LeBrec, but he's back to third in time, and Schaefer steals second. So second and third. And Marsden in front. An 0-2 count to Zuckerman. The righty's ready, delivers, and a check swing foul.
I think that steal was more of a to get them out of double play action right there. But one out here, you kind of want to get some more scores on the board, and you got to start now.
Absolutely got to start in this inning for Pennsbury. At least it seems that way, Mackay, for them to start to get back in this one, trailing by 4. The 0-2. Foul tip. So I'm not sure if you picked up on this, Gus. Home plate umpire Len Nikodin tossed a baseball into the Pennsbury dugout, and he said, "This one is dead."
Yeah, I did hear that.
Schaefer responded, just plug it in.
What is it, a battery? The 0-2. Foul ball straight back. I mean, I heard about the live ball era, but I've never heard a ball described as this ball is dead.
Yeah.
For like a baseball.
Obviously, you can have a bat that's dead or something like that, but yeah, I never heard a ball being dead.
0-2 pitch. Zuckerman keeps on fouling him off, staying up there. But it remains a pitcher's count. So Marsden again is ready to go. Another 0-2 delivery. This time he gets him. Strikes out Zuckerman. And 2 down now in the bottom of the 4th for Joe Tiroli.
Yeah, I think the pitcher saw something right there. He saw how aggressive and at every bat he just kept swinging Zuckerman, so he decided to run in on him.
And kind of went up the ladder a little bit. Caught Zuckerman with some of that extra sharp cheddar.
Extra sharp.
Coming up now is pitch number 90 for the Quakertown starter. The 0-1 delivery. Nice looking breaking pitch there. Yeah, Quakertown was telling me, you know, if Marsden is on and he's working this splitter and hitting his spots, he can be really effective, and he certainly has been today, but big spot in this one. Here comes the 0-2. Good take by Tiroli. And that time, was that time called by Tiroli, or maybe Marsden just stepped off?
I think he just stepped off.
He's good to go now, delivers, and it's bounced foul. Stays a ball and 2 strikes. And it seems like not only did Marsden start the game pretty effectively, Gus, but as he's gone through these innings, he's gained in confidence. And right now, these 2 at-bats, Zuckerman and Tiroli, he's done a really good job so far. He's still got some work in front of him, and Tiroli going to have something to say about it.
Yeah, but if you can get out of this, that's a big monument to move.
The 1-2. Popped up. Pellegrini looking for it. He's in foul territory, and it falls.
Looked like a little miscommunication.
I don't know if Reich was calling off Pellegrini, but I thought Pellegrini had that one high pointed and was just about to make the grab, but it falls behind him a couple of feet.
He's just adding some extra drama into the game. He's a football player. He likes the drama.
Yeah, well, we got some drama here in the bottom of the 4th. A 1-2 count at the plate, 2 runners in scoring position, and the Falcons trailing by 4. They need something here to start to go right in this inning. The 1-2 outside. Two balls, 2 strikes. Marsden now getting up. This is going to be his 95th. The 2-2. Curveball sent out to right field. Reich is there to make the play. And Tiroli is retired. The Falcons are set down in the bottom of the 4th. They get 2 in scoring position. They strand those 2 runners. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 runners left on base. So after 4 complete, it's a 6-2 game in PIAA District One high school baseball second round action.
A lot of credit has to be given there to Marsden. Had runners on second and third and just got the 2 biggest bats in his Pennsbury lineup out nice and easy. It was very impressive there. And you know what else is really impressive? Jammer Doors and Windows, who is a 4th-generation family-owned and operated business since Babe Ruth was hitting home runs with the Yankees back in 1920 with showrooms in Lawrenceville and Yardley. Jammer provides sales and service and installation of garage doors and openers featuring Rainer garage doors, both steel and aluminum. Rainer garage doors are crafted for durability. Jammer also has entry doors, patio doors, storm doors, and windows, and they do it their own work and installation using no subcontractors. Visit their showroom at 2850 Brunswick Pike, Business Route 1, Lawrenceville. Yardley showroom open by appointment. Call 215-493-7709. Jammer Doors and Windows. 101 years of quality and commitment and A-plus better business.
Caleb Everett leading off the inning for the Quakertown Panthers as we go to the 5th. Caleb missed a year of baseball dealing with some injury issues, and again, we go back to what we mentioned at the beginning of the game. The Panthers this season with a bunch of injuries throughout the team that just made it more difficult to come together and to gel. Forced them, some of those guys just had to heal before they would be able to participate, and now towards the end of the season they've been playing a little bit better, having a great day today. 6-2 our score. The Panthers with 6 runs on 5 hits. The Falcons 2 runs on 3 hits today. And back to work is Aiden Kenny as third baseman Caleb Everett will be followed by Clancy and Ron.
Can we give myself a little bit of credit there for that transition to the ad from talking about the pitcher for Quakertown going right into the Jammer Doors? I feel like I did pretty good with that.
Yeah, we really should credit your outstanding work.
I'm not.
I was being a little sarcastic, too, just in case you were wondering. That's in there for a strike.
I love my teammates.
Everett 0 for 2 with a foul pop, and a ground out to third, the 0-1. Kenny spun that one up there, and it spins wide for ball 1, 1-1 count.
Yeah, and you talked about how Quakertown just really putting it on today and really playing well. We always talked about Pennsbury's pitching staff this year and how well they've done. And Quakertown hasn't taken out not 1 but 2 of their best pitchers out of this game so far.
The 1-1 in there. Breaking pitch from Kenny for a strike. Yeah, Caden Falcon getting the start. He lasted about an inning and a half, and then they went to Keller Bradley. And he was out there for about the same length of time, the 1-2, and they got to both of those pitchers. And not that they hit him around a lot, Gus, like we talked about earlier. They put the ball in play. Good things have happened. They put pressure on with guys running on the base paths.
Yeah, just self-inflicting wounds, pass balls, wild pitches, errors.
And their speed resulting in a couple of tag-ups on sacrifice flies, moving runners around, and then, one of those pass balls was a really close play at home. Falcons just not quite able to record those outs in those crucial situations. The 1-2. Everett pokes the bat out, fouls it off.
It's okay, Perry.
So 1-2 count here to the Quakertown junior. Hey, if you get a chance, Ben, maybe you can find out the score of the North Penn Westchester Henderson game. 1-2, sent to left. Jackson Freeman on the run, and he's not going to get there. He'll barehand it, pick it up, and hold Everett to a bag. But a single for Everett has the leadoff man aboard for the Panthers. And here comes left fielder Tanner Clancy. Clancy with a strikeout and a base hit today. When he got on, he came around to score, advancing on a balk, a wild pitch, and ultimately scoring on a wild pitch. In there for a strike from Kenny. This game has had kind of a deliberate pace, I would say, Gus. I mean, starting at 4 o'clock, we're already getting to about 6.
Yeah, it's a slow pace. Slow pace. Slow place. It's a slow place, a slow pace.
Yeah, it's not moving, not moving too quick. Well, up till now, Gus, you had done a pretty good job with the talking. Ground ball that backhanded by Zuckerman, long throw across, but he'll throw that away. Airmailed up the line, and moving up a bag is Caleb Everett. And right there, you look back at that play, Mackay. Zuckerman should have just kept that ball.
Yeah, this is something that's just been hurting the Pennsbury Falcons today. Really, just the miscommunication errors and just not really being themselves. Like we said earlier, Pennsbury is such a strong defensive team, and it's just not producing out here today.
And right there, it's called a hit for Clancy, but I think you also have to assess an error on the throw, which allowed Everett to get around to third base, pick up an extra bag.
Yeah, I think the hit itself was a base hit. It was going to be a close play and a tough play to begin with. But like you said, the overthrow from Zuckerman lets the runner advance from second to third.
And now Ron, showing bunt, lays it down, a pretty good one, but they catch the runner in a rundown at third. Caleb Everett hung out to dry, and he's tagged out by Baraski, but trailing the play, the Panthers get both runners to move up. Gunner Ron to second, and Clancy to third. But well played there by Aiden Kenny defensively. You get on the ball quickly, and you look at the runner, and he was a dead duck.
Yeah, just led a little too far, and he was in no man's land. Couldn't get back, couldn't get the home.
And a pinch runner taking second. That's Joey Pizzi. Takes over for Ron. And at the plate is Braden Schuler. Schuler's been hot, a double, a single, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base for the DH. That's a lot of production out of that 9-hole. Kenny delivers a strike. Aiden Kenny set to go. His 0-1 is in the zone. Falcons have the infield drawn in. Intention to cut down Clancy over there at third base if they can. The 0-2 bounced on the infield. Zuckerman, it goes off of his glove, and it's safe all around for the Panthers. In to score comes Clancy and makes it a 7-2 game. Now, I'm not sure with the runner advancing if he was going to have a play at the plate, but I think that the decision-making was going on in Zuckerman's head, and that might have been one of the reasons it popped off the end of his glove, kind of bounced off the webbing.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts there. Obviously, in that situation, you're playing up, but you get the base hit to you. Your first instinct is either throw it to first or check the runner leaving. He heard people saying just go straight home with it. All those moving parts in his head, bobbles it, and it just slips out of his hand.
Now the Panthers scoring in every inning in this game. A run in the first, 2 in the second, 2 more in the third, and now a run in the fourth, and they have struck in the fifth for a run. 7-2 our score. Qualteria fouls one off.
I think there's an echo in here. I just heard Ben say the same thing you said.
The 0-1. A bunt. They try to squeeze it in. Play at the plate. They got him. The tag is made. And Baraski tags out Joey Pizzi. And that is a big first out.
Huge.
Meanwhile, Qualteria on with the fielder's choice. He's at first.
All right, Gus, in my defense, I was trying to find the North Penn score, not listening to what Chris said. I looked up and I look at the scoreboard and I saw they scored and everything.
So did we get an update or no?
Yeah, what's the score of North Penn game?
I have no access to the North Penn score. It's not on any website.
Did you check Twitter?
I did. Nothing.
Anything about the girls' game, though?
They are down 8-3 in the bottom of the fifth, maybe? So they got some runs back, but
Meanwhile, back here at old Vic Napolitano Field, tough one for the Falcons so far. 7-2, Panthers in front. At the plate is Cole Reich. And Kenny fires in the 1-0. It's wide, ball 2.
Ooh, didn't miss by much there.
all right, it was just tweeted by North Penn Athletics. Final score from North Penn, 9-0 win for North Penn. So whoever wins this game will be taking on the Knights.
Kenny has set his 2-0. Fouled back behind us.
Freaking Perry out over here trying to protect her and seemed like she thought the ball was coming to her.
Two-one count at the plate. Reich has had a pretty good day, a walk. He plated to run with a sacrifice fly in the second, and last time up in the fourth, he had a base hit and scored. And Zuckerman and Kenny have a quick word. Maybe trying to work out a possible pickoff play.
The date for the game against North Penn for the winner of this one will be on Friday at North Penn.
And before the 2-1, they do look back Schuler. Schuler at first, Qualteria. Schuler at second, Qualteria at first. Kenny's ready. His 2-1 is in there 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cole Reich. Pitch, the runners are going. Baraski's throw a little bit wide, and Schuler steals third. And right behind him, Qualteria at second. So another double steal for the Panthers. And they said they like to run, and they've been running wild today.
Yeah, and we've talked so much about Baraski and how good he is behind the plate. Pickoffs, the people stealing and just pass balls today. He's just having a rough day back there.
Yeah, and no question about that, Gus. I think the other thing, and we heard it from the Pennsbury dugout, Kenny wasn't doing a great job at holding runners on. The 3-2 is low, and he will load the bases as he walks Reich. And I say that because on that last double steal, it really felt like the Panthers got a good jump.
Yeah, and they had a decent lead there. And that'll happen if the pitcher is on the mound, doesn't think to look at the runners at all. That's something that the runners are going to look at and they're going to exploit.
Now at the plate, Cooper Nadison, the Panthers center fielder. And they move Cordisco over, playing him to pull. That's a hot shot towards Zuckerman. Goes off the glove. 1 run will score, and sliding safely in, another run for Quakertown. That's Danny Qualteria with the head first slide.
Panthers are just tackling on these runs right now. Should be 9.
And yeah, it makes it a 9-2 game.
Yeah, just like we said, a lot of unnecessary self-inflicting wounds by Pennsbury. Pass balls, errors. Saw another error there. Quakertown capitalizing again.
For those keeping track at home, that's error number 3 for the Falcons today.
Yeah, they have not played their best game, Ben. I think there might even be a couple of throwing errors that maybe haven't been put up there on the scoreboard.
Yeah, so it says 3 errors, but it could be, 5, 6. Definitely a lot more self-inflicted wounds out there.
Yeah. There were more chances for them to make plays that they just couldn't come up with.
And that's not including all those pass balls that hit the plate and got in the dirt.
The 0-1 up the middle and through. And they're going to send the runner around third. And in to score is Cole Reich as he slides in safely and makes it 10-2.
You know what they say, it's not about the record in the playoffs, it's about who is the hottest team. And Quakertown probably playing one of the hottest games right now out of all the teams.
Yeah, a big RBI there for Pellegrini, who stands at first as Pacey comes out to take the baseball from Aiden Kenny. Pitching change here is Derek DiLorenzo will take the mound. And with a pitching change, we'll step aside, return to Vic Napolitano Field in just a moment for more high school baseball on the WBCB Sports Network.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Toyota Ready Set Go sales event, just imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Whatever you need, from an electric vehicle to a rugged versatile truck, we have new Toyotas on the ground for immediate delivery. Or choose from over 100 certified used options, which undergo a rigorous inspection and include an amazing warranty. Plus service centers that can save you time and money and keep you on the road. So let's go to Team Toyota this spring. Just visit teamtoyota.net to find a location near you.
Back here at Pennsbury High School, and another pitching change for the Falcons. The fourth arm that they will send out there today is Derek DiLorenzo.
Aiden Kenny's final line, the sophomore, threw 40 pitches, 18 strikes, 9 balls. He struck out 1, walked 1. Errors in the field kind of killed him today as he gave up a few runs. Now it'll be Derek DiLorenzo, as you said.
And for DiLorenzo, a senior righty, and steps in there with runners at first and second, 2 down here in the top of the 5th. And at the plate, Matt Marsden for the Panthers. DiLorenzo delivers up high. You know, you hear Coach Pacey talking about how they're holding runners on. Quakertown has been running around the bases with stolen bases, wild pitches, the 1-0. Misses a little bit high, 2 balls and a strike. Marsden at the plate with Caleb Everett waiting on deck. DiLorenzo 2-0 is low. Now in danger of loading the bases up. And Caleb Everett, he started this inning with a base hit. DiLorenzo looks back. Marsden got to be taken here. And he takes a strike. So now a 3-1 count, long look in for DiLorenzo, gets on the same page with Baraski and is ready. Delivery sent out to center field. Over for it is Cordisco, and he gets under it and makes the play to retire Marsden and to finally retire the Panthers in the 5th. But the Panthers strike for 4 more runs, and they now lead it 10-2 here in PIAA District One second round high school baseball action on WBCB. And now a pitching change for the Panthers, so we'll figure that out as we return to action in just a little bit for more high school baseball.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties. $14.90 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
right, some changes for the Panthers. They bring Cooper Nattison from center field onto the mound. They send Matt Marsden from the mound to third base and have Caleb Everett go out to center field, as that one's a hot shot from Zerniak and out to right field for a base hit.
Let's quickly highlight Marston's day. Chris, you said when he's on, and he was on today. He had 95 pitches, 40 from balls, 28 strikes, 2 strikeouts. He walked 3, hit a batter, allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. Great day from him.
At the plate for the Falcons is Eric David. Fouls it straight back and nearly gets a guy who was walking to the portalette.
The what?
The porta-pot. Portalette.
I've never heard of it called the
Johnny on the
portalette.
spot.
That one's I've heard, yeah.
Nattison, the lefty, bounces that up there. 1-1 count now to David. Eric David came in to replace L.J. Nelson, who seemed like came up with a little arm soreness after a throw from right field. This one is popped in foul territory. Pellegrini gives it a look and runs towards it, but can't get there. One, 2 count to David. Again, Nattison, his first inning of work as the lefty is set at the chest. And the 1-2. Low. The 2-2 pitch. David serves that up to short center field. In for it is Everett. And he makes the grab. 1 down in the bottom of the 5th.
Pennsbury going to start having to give out a rally here, being down 8.
And Boraski up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a pop out today. Yeah, but like you were saying, Micaiah, Falcons need base runners, need a rally, need to put up a crooked number. And here in this one might require a couple of crooked numbers to come from behind.
And by a couple, you mean no debate-worthy crooked numbers?
Yeah, they got to be big numbers.
Big numbers.
Swing and a miss, and looked like Boraski didn't see that out of the hand that well. The 0-2. Tomahawks that out to right field. On the run is Everett. He makes the grab, tries to throw back to first, and he's going to throw it into the Pennsbury dugout, which will allow Zerniak to move up to second base.
He is lucky.
Well, what a great play by Everett out there in center field to read that ball. I mean, that was more towards right, and he comes flying in there, long run. So there's 2 down now. And now Ryan Weber getting his arm warmed up in the Pennsbury bullpen. And Jackson Freeman up to bat. I think this discussion might be, does Zerniak get, oh, they do have Zerniak at third. But at the time, he was running back to first base. And now they're going to talk it over. Again, our umpires today, Glenn Nickenden, Eddie Dunn, and Lance Carlin.
Yeah, it looks like because he was coming back to first, you would only get 1 base, so that base would be second. If he kept advancing to second, then he would get the base, which then is third. But since he was running back to first and then the ball was overthrown, he should only get second base.
That's kind of how I see it as well. Right now, Zerniak and the Pennsbury Falcons want that extra bag, and Zerniak he's standing on third. And yeah, they will give him third base, so they award 2 bags.
Okay.
Because the ball went out of bounds, not only overthrown, but also into the Pennsbury dugout. And so an opportunity for the Falcons here in the 5th, but they need more than just 1 run. But even 1 here, maybe start the momentum going a little bit. Swing and a miss by Freeman. You're not going to get it all back at one time, but at least get this run. That's down and in.
I mean, you would love to if you're Pennsbury to get it all back at 1, but
it don't work like that. So
yeah.
You got a runner at third.
Just got to nibble a little bit.
The 1-1 in there for a strike. I'm not sure if that was just a nibble or that was on the black, but
I think that was on the black, but Ben telling me to say the nibble. Ben likes when I nibble, apparently.
The 1-2 upstairs.
That was phrased very strangely.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's why I said it like that.
2-2 to Freeman. Madison's pitch sent out to center field. Everett under it, calling for it, makes the catch. And the Falcons are retired in the bottom of the 5th. And although they get that runner to third, they can't get any closer to the Quakertown Panthers. It's still a 10-2 game, no runs, 1 hit, and they leave 1 runner on base. And we are through 5 complete. And Panthers in front, 10-2 in PIAA District One second round action.
DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza on 8919 New Falls Road. Levittown owned and operated by third-generation family member Tyler DiLorenzo. Tyler uses the exact same recipes that his great-grandparents did back in the 1940s in Trenton's famous Chambersburg section. Try the only original Trenton's tomato pie or other gourmet pizzas, including their mustard pie. Soups, fresh salads, hot sandwiches, and homemade pasta dishes, all served in a very safe, clean environment. Eat in or take out. Call 215-943-2605. Again, that is 215-943-2605. DiLorenzo's The Berg Pizza also does catering for all affairs. They are in the Vermilion Square, 8919 New Falls Road. Levittown open Tuesday to Thursday, 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Friday and Saturdays until 9 p.m. Sundays noon to 8:30 p.m. and closed on Mondays.
Derek DiLorenzo out there for the Pennsbury Falcons for his second inning of work.
Not the same spelling as DiLorenzo's The Berg.
He's a DiLorenzo.
Yes, there's an I in there instead of an E.
But big thanks to DiLorenzo's. Been with us throughout this high school baseball and softball season, passing along a gift card to all of our players of the game. And we thank them for their support of Pennsbury Falcon Athletics.
I hope at least one kid that I gave the gift card to gets that mustard pie.
Nobody's getting the mustard pie, Ben.
I don't know. It's one of their signature gourmet pizzas.
When you read mustard pie, you can't tell me you don't want to get it.
I don't want to get it.
In there for a strike to Everett. DiLorenzo gives a nod. And bends a curveball just wide. One pitch. Down and in. That time going for that backdoor breaking ball. shakes one off and delivers the 2-1 outside. 3 balls and a strike. Everett got the 5th inning started with a base hit. Ultimately resulted in 4 Panther runs in the 5th.
Pennsbury softball update. They've cut the lead down to 4. It's 8-4 in the top of the 7th.
Ooh, hit by the pitch is Everett. So he starts this inning by getting on base.
So Pennsbury softball, as Gus would say, nibbling their way back into it in the top of the 7th.
Bingo, baby.
And that'll bring Tanner Clancy up to bat. Clancy 2 for 3. Couple of base hits. Both times he's been up most recently. And both times he's got on, he's come around to score for Quakertown. Still a lot of work to do for the Panthers, but one of the guys who, off the end of the bat, little spinner towards us. DiLorenzo checks the runner a couple of times. And here comes his 0-1. Out to center field, Cordisco in for it and grabs the liner. Nice play out there in center by Charlie Cordisco. And there's one down.
Good read on the ball, coming in, beating down on that ball, makes the catch, and the rest is history.
Now up to bat is Gunnar Ron. Ron has been hit by a pitch, grounded out, reached on a base hit today. Grounds this one down the line, backhanded by Tiroli. His throw to second in time. No, they say safe. At second, off the bag was Schaefer. Wow, that unfortunately undoes a great play by Joe Tiroli. Not only a good snare at third, but then a strong throw. The throw maybe a little offline, and that might have been what pulled Schaefer off the bag. And now Pacey coming out, and I'm not sure if this is going to be the end of the day for DiLorenzo or if he wants to talk about that call.
I think he wants to talk about that call.
Yeah, he is having a discussion about what the base umpire saw. And what he saw was that Schaefer wasn't on the bag. So Pacey getting an explanation. Meanwhile, now 1 down, 2 on for the Panthers. And up to bat for them is Braden Schuler. And they haven't been able to keep Schuler off the bases today. He's got a double, a single, and last time up he reached on an error. So after talking about the call, it will stand, and first and second for the Panthers. Schuler's in there, ready to go. DiLorenzo offers, and it's popped up on the infield. Schaefer calling for it and makes the grab.
Infield fly, rule in effect right there.
Big second out for the Falcons. And for the Panthers, back to the top of the lineup. Here's Danny Qualteria. I think I'm finally pronouncing this young man's name correctly. Qualteria.
It only takes a few times with some of these names.
It takes basically the whole game sometimes for me. That ball is in a little bit up.
It's all right. At least you can get Pennsbury's names right. One game I did, I was getting some Pennsbury names wrong.
Qualteria's had an interesting day. A walk, a sacrifice fly, a ground out. Last time he got on base and came around to score one of those 4 big runs in the 5th. 1-0. Goes fishing. Comes up empty, a 1-1 count. Quakertown with Reich on deck, and Reich has also been hot today. Here's DiLorenzo's 1-1 up high. Two balls, a strike to Quakertown. McCaffrey's game of the day on WBCB. Big thanks to all of our sponsors for helping to make Pennsbury athletics possible throughout the high school baseball season, heck, throughout the whole school year. 2-1. Wide ball 3.
Let's go now. All the way back, come on.
The 3-1 pitch gets the strike at the knees
Go, finish.
and runs the count full. Payoff pitch on a line right to Tiroli, and he makes the grab. Tiroli catches the liner, and the Panthers are retired in the top of the 6th. And the first inning that they don't get a run. They continue to hold an 8-run advantage, and the Falcons, it's getting late for them. We go to the bottom of the 6th here in PIAA District 1 second round high school baseball action. McCaffrey's game of the day. McCaffrey's Food Market's exceptional every day, and we'll be back to Vic Napolitano Field in just a moment.
From Philadelphia to the Lehigh Valley and everywhere in between, for 150 years, Penn Community Bank has been a part of your neighborhood. Helping businesses start, supporting families as they grow, and staying connected to the people and places that make this region special. It's who we are and where we're from. Penn Community Bank. Here we are, and here we grow.
Pennsbury's Sam Lebrecht with a bat. He's ready to go to start the bottom of the 6th. And the Falcons with their work cut out for them. They trail by 8 here in this district playoff game. Winner moves on to play North Penn. They beat Westchester Henderson today, as that's out to right field. Coming in for it, Cole Reich, but it falls in front of him. Lebrecht with a good afternoon. That's his second hit of the day, and he's reached every time he's been up. A walk, a double, and now a single for Lebrecht, who's at first with nobody out for Charlie Cordisco. Cordisco with a walk and a ground out. And he takes down low. And for the Falcons now, Gus and Mackay, you need a big inning, so get runners on. You can't give up any runs. A bouncer to short. They get one at second. The throw to first, not in time. Cordisco beats out the double play. But the Panthers, again, solid defensively. They've been playing good baseball all day today, and they force out Lebrecht. They get the lead runner. So Cordisco at first on the fielder's choice. And at the plate is James Schaefer.
Yeah, the Panthers have been playing good baseball all day today, taking what's been given to them. And that's really been coming at Pennsbury's shortcomings with their mishaps.
Schaefer takes high. He's got a ground out, a base hit, and a walk so far today. Schaefer also knocked in some Pennsbury runs in the second with an RBI single. 1-0 from Natazin. Off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Yeah, we saw Ryan Weber getting warmed up in the Pennsbury bullpen. It'll be interesting to see on the 2-0, low and away. And Schaefer just waiting for Natazin to deliver a strike. He wants to get on base any way possible. But I wonder if Weber's going to be coming out for the 7th inning, or if they're going to stick with DiLorenzo. He's done a pretty good job. 3-0 pitch. Catches the inside corner. 3-1. And if I'm Schaefer, or if I'm Coach Pacey, I want him to take another.
Yeah, definitely.
3-1. He does, and that's in there for a strike.
Right there.
And now you got a battle. The 3-2. Out to center field. Caleb Everett. He's done a nice job after getting moved from third out to center field. He's made a few really nice plays and comes up with another catch on that one.
I hate to bring the mood down, but with Ryan Zuckerman up right now, this may very well be his final at-bat in a Pennsbury uniform.
Wow, way to get real sad there, Ben.
Well, I think it deserves some notice. And foul ball back out of play.
You know, I keep things real.
And I think one of the things that, should be noted is that, a great Pennsbury Athletics career. 1-2, ground ball down the line, but foul. Ooh, that had a chance to be extra bases if it could have stayed fair. And you got Zuckerman, Tiroli, so the heart of this lineup. But now, with 2 down, you need a 2-out rally. And the hill seems awfully steep right now for this Falcon team. 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. Falcons retired in the 6th. And it's still a 10-2 game here in District 1. Second round playoff action. And I think we need to hear about BAI security at least one more time. Ben.
More than securing your home or business, BAI Security in Yardley now offers medical alerts for seniors, trip or fall or homebound. These are the same medical alerts you see advertised on TV, but now available from BAI Security and monitored locally 24/7. BAI Security also offers fire extinguisher sales, maintenance, and inspection of fire extinguishers. For complete security, including wireless security systems, remote systems, fire alarm systems, carbon monoxide systems, and now medical alert systems, call BAI Security in Lower Bucks at 215-493-1414. Again, that is 215-493-1414, or visit BAInow.com. Again, that's BAInow.com. And we have some defensive changes for Pennsbury as another sophomore is in the pitch and new catcher.
Yeah, Ryan Weber on the mound and Dylan Hirsch behind the plate for the Falcons. As we go to the 7th here from Vic Napolitano Field. And Weber, another sophomore. And now what's that? He's the 4th arm, 5th. Falcon got the start, then they went to Keller Bradley, Aiden Kenny, Derek DiLorenzo, and now Ryan Weber.
Yeah, and it looks like Dylan Hirsch is behind the plate too instead of Borowski, so maybe that's something that Weber just likes his catcher. And
about to catch you with this one. That was said already, Gushers.
Oh, is there an echo?
Yeah, there's an echo.
There's an echo.
Unbelievable.
I was doing the graphics, you know.
Well, here for
Championship.
Quakertown, you got the heart of their lineup now, and these guys have been productive today. Reich, especially Reich, he's had some great plate appearances.
Wonder if there's any other defensive substitutions for Pennsbury besides just Boraski. Don't think so, but
Yeah, it looks like everybody else. You got Freeman out there,
David's-
Cordisco,
yeah,
and
David's
Eric
right.
David.
Yep. Okay. Interesting though to take out Boraski and put in Hirsch.
The 1-0 down low. In there for a strike from Weber.
We have a final score from Ridley. It's the same score as I told you last time. Pennsbury softball season is over as they lose to Ridley 8-4.
Well, they're another league championship for the girls, but I mean, that's kind of the story for this school year, Gus. When you look at Pennsbury athletics, a bunch of league titles that's lined out to right. Eric David gives it a dive, and it's going to get past him. Cruising into second, Cole Reich. And we'll call that one a double. Not well played out there by Eric David. And so extra bag picked up by the Panthers, and Natizin up to the plate.
Yeah, and just like you said, Chris, just the story of this Pennsbury athletics year. Titles, successful seasons, and then postseason comes around and they just struggle and they just can't find the thing that they kept having throughout the season.
It's like the 76ers.
Yeah. I got super upset right there.
I mean, we talk about the ultimate frisbee team for Pennsbury. They're going to nationals or something I saw. So don't forget about our ultimate frisbee program.
I love ultimate. 0-1 at the plate to Natizin. Weber winds, fires. Down in the dirt.
Ben, do you guys have an esports team?
We do.
Oh, no way. Do you really?
Yeah,
oh,
we
that's
do.
great. That's amazing. I was just joking. I didn't think you were actually going to say yes.
we actually do.
What do they play, Fortnite?
I don't know what they play.
Here comes the 1-1. Slow hit grounder that's going to dribble foul to the right side. Well, I don't know what is more ridiculous to me, esports or where they're racing the drones. You ever see the drone racing?
Drone racing is so fun. You cannot you cannot disrespect drone racing.
All right.
It's good stuff.
Sorry.
That's what I'm going into when I grow up, with drone racing.
The 1-2 pitch down low.
No, but like esports is like, I guess is much more of a competitive than drone racing. I don't even know.
It's not sports.
Drone racing a sport?
I'm talking about esports.
The 2-2
No.
swing and a miss, struck him
But
out.
drone sports isn't either. Or drone racing.
You should call it
I guess it
hobbies.
depends on your definition, but it could qualify as a sport.
You have to be athletic to race a drone?
I don't know. I mean, they
Not
talk
a sport.
about like
No.
car racing.
You have to be athletic to do that.
I don't know about that.
No, you
I
don't.
mean, to drive a car, as I say.
Now at the plate, Pellegrini takes down low from Weber. Well, this whole broadcast has gone off the rails right now. Lopsided score, Panthers in front of the Falcons.
I think I need to get Pennsbury in on the drone racing. Get some WBCB broadcasts on that. We'll put you on all the games, Chris.
The 1-0 swing and a miss. The voice of drone racing.
They're not games, Ben. They'll be races.
It's the same thing.
1-1 at the plate. With one down, top of the 7th. Tied him up there. A ball and 2 strikes. I'll tell you, if this baseball game is like a drone race, the 1-2 popped foul out of play. I'd have to say it seems like Pennsbury has crashed, and now if they can maybe get their drone fixed and flying again, maybe they can come from behind in the 7th, but it's not looking good when your drone is broken. And right now, Pennsbury, their offense not working right. The 1-2 fouled back. I think it might be easier to fix a drone maybe than to fix a baseball team's offense, though.
You are not wrong there.
Yeah, Gus and me, we're really good at fixing drones.
The best.
Oh, yeah.
The best.
Weber looks back, checks the runner. Here comes the 1-2. Breaking pitch that's down in the dirt. Two count to Pellegrini. Pellegrini last time up with an RBI base hit. Part of that big 5th inning. That's what really put this one out of reach for Quakertown. Made that distance greater, and a balk is detected on Ryan Weber.
Speaking of drones, I want to flash back to, I think it was Game 2 of the East Conference semifinals between the Sixers and the Celtics. The drone cam.
I thought
Remember
I thought that was just a graphic design that came up on the TV, and then they switched to that camera, and I'm like, wait a minute.
The 2-2 foul ball out of play.
Yeah, what were your thoughts on that, Gus? I feel like you're very opinionated on the drone cam.
Well, I will just say I feel like the drone cam is gimmicky and unnecessary.
Yeah,
There you go.
it was a good idea, but I don't think it was a great execution.
Not for basketball.
No.
And maybe they should like do some testing on the drone cam before they subject us to
Before
it.
they throw it into a NBA
2-2.
playoff game.
Foul ball that goes off of Hirsch's mask.
Drone cam could be something, though, for maybe the NFL, because they already have, like, the sky cam or whatever.
The thing on the cord that like goes
Yes.
into the field.
Exactly.
I
The
think
other
so
thing
unnecessary.
with drone cam that you saw picked up a couple of times, drone cam was on camera when it shouldn't have been on camera. Like 2-2. Down low, 3 balls and 2 strikes to Pellegrini. Yeah, this game has had a snail's pace to it as we get up close to the 7 o'clock hour. And meanwhile, Falcons will have another shot at these Panthers. Infield drawn in, trying to make sure that they cut off a possible run, and Pellegrini is rung up. He takes a look at strike 3, and there's 2 down. And up to bat, Matt Marsden. Marsden, who's now at third base, started on the hill for the Quakertown Panthers. And the Panthers, you know, you have a big upset over Owen J. Roberts. Last year, they were the team that won the district, so they beat the district champs. Then they come into this game, a 23 seed going up against a 7 seed. First one in there for a strike. And you go back to how this game started with a bunch of walks issued by Pennsbury pitching. That kind of set a tone for the proceedings today. The 0-1 line drive to Schaefer. He's got it. Panthers retired in the 7th. And last chance time now for the Pennsbury Falcons. And they're going to need a big rally. They trail 10-2 in PIAA District One second round action. We're coming back with more of the McCaffrey's Game of the Day on the WBCB Sports Network.
During the Toyota Ready, Set, Go sales event, just imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Whatever you need, from an electric vehicle to a rugged, versatile truck, we have new Toyotas on the ground for immediate delivery. Or choose from over 100 certified used options, which undergo a rigorous inspection and include an amazing warranty. Plus service centers that can save you time and money and keep you on the road. So let's go to Team Toyota this spring. Just visit teamtoyota.net to find a location near you.
1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Bottom of the 7th, and for the Falcons, Joe Tiroli, Jordan Zerniak, LJ Nelson set to bat. Falcons trailing 10-2. McCaffrey's game of the day. McCaffrey's exceptional every day in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, and the Villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road. Tiroli, first pitch swinging, dribbles it out there. Natazin picks it up and throws to Pellegrini in time.
And bringing the hopes down once more. That could have maybe been it for Joe Tiroli in a Pennsbury uniform. It's looking likely. They're down 8 runs in the last inning. I mean, I don't know. Anything could happen, but...
And you got to credit the contributions of those seniors. You talked about Ryan Zuckerman last inning, Joe Tiroli, Caden Falcon, who didn't have a great outing today, but earned all SOL league honors. But now with one down, and Zerniak up to bat. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Zerniak, Ryan Weber, Keller Bradley. A lot of talent coming back with this Pennsbury team. Sharply hit ground ball, backhanded by Qualteria, and he throws out Zerniak. 2 up, 2 down in the 7th, and the Falcons are down to their final out. And up to bat for them is Eric David.
Kind of monumental that Eric David, the guy that won 3 SOL championship, 3 SOL division championships this year, is now the last hope for Pennsbury baseball.
He's got Dylan Hirsch on deck as Natazin catches the outside corner. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird though when you look at all the success Falcons have had winning league titles. That's served out to center and will fall in for a base hit. How they have not had success in the district level or the state playoffs. Eric David cruises into first, and the Falcons not going away without a fight here in the bottom of the 7th. Dylan Hirsch up to bat.
Yeah, it's crazy to see out of all different types of sports, too. A lot of SOL championships. And just every one of those teams would get to the playoffs and just struggle a little bit. So
certainly football, basketball, and if this one stands, baseball.
First round exits.
The only team that didn't, the team that went the deepest for Pennsbury
girls
is the girls basketball.
Yeah.
And they didn't even win the division.
They had a deeper district run, deeper state run, the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Hirsch. One count to the Pennsbury catcher. Natazin delivers, and it's up the middle. Kuckel will flip over to Qualteria, and the Quakertown Panthers defeat the Pennsbury Falcons 10-2 in PIAA District One second round action, and they advance to play North Penn as they survive and move on in District 1 play. Big thanks to all of our crew members, Makai Gundy, who is behind the camera for us throughout the day, helping to describe the action. Gus Barber, our video engineer, breaking down the play. Oh, I also want to say thanks to Perry Rubin, who joined us for a little bit. Thank her for all her contributions today, helping to put the 10 up. That's for sure. And oh yeah, Gus Barber too. BCIB, best catcher in broadcasting. That's what I'm going with today. The BCIB. I was actually thinking of Makai. We could say best cameraman in broadcasting. Yeah. He's the BCIB too. Everybody's BCIB today. But unfortunately, not a great day for the Pennsbury Falcons. They fall to Quakertown. Thanks to all of our sponsors who have been with us throughout the season: the Bucks County Water and Sewer Authority, McCaffrey's Food Markets, St. Mary Medical Center, Team Toyota, the Trenton Thunder, BAI Security, DiLorenzo's Pizza, Jammer Doors, and the Pennsbury Boys Baseball Parents Club. Well, that'll do it for us today. Thanks to the crew and thanks to you for being with us and checking out some high school baseball on WBCB. One final time, our score from Vic Napolitano Field. It was the Panthers of Quakertown 10 and the Pennsbury Falcons 2. And we'll catch you next time on